In this video I'm going to show you how we can create a spinner in Angular application. So most of the time in our Angular application we use some third-party modules to show this kind of spinner. Okay, so if you don't want to use some third-party spinner modules and you want to create your own, so in this video I'm going to show you how you can create your own spinner component. So let's start with the code. So first we are going to create one component for the spinner. So ng generate component spinner. Now okay, so first we are going to design the overlay effect of the spinner. Let's create a div. So here is the HTML file. Let's create a div and just give a name overlay, and let's design this overlay first. So for this overlay the width would be 100%, the height 100 vertical height, the position be absolute, and the background would be linear gradient, and the black RGBA 0.5. Let's copy the entire thing and paste it here. Okay, so it's not getting reflected because we need the selector and we need to paste it here. So now you can see this overlay effect. So now we are going to design the spinner. So inside of this div, let's add one more div and the class name spinner container. So the spinner container position would be absolute, top would be 50% and left also 50%, and transform would be translate minus 50% comma minus 50%. So the container, this container we have defined. So with the position absolute and top left 50% and transform this 50-50, it will get placed in the center. So now if you add anything to this div, let's add the loading first. Loading, let's give a class text, spinner text. Let's copy the class name. So now if you can see here it's placed in the center. So now we are going to style this, color white smoke, and margin top 20 pixel, because we are going to add a spinner on the top of this text. So let's add a div and give a class spinner. So the spinner width would be 80% pixel, sorry, and height also 80 pixel, and border left 6 pixel solid white, and same for the border right. So now if you see, it looks little weird. So let's align this text in the center. Okay, so for the spinner the border radius would be 100 pixel. So now if you see, our spinner is ready. So now it should get rotate. So for rotation we are going to add animation. Let's give a name spinner. Second would be 1 second, it's little less, let's give 2 seconds, and the spinning time would be s in out, and infinite time it will. So let's create the keyframe and 2 transform rotate 360 degree. So now if you see, a spinner will start spinning. So the speed is little less, let's give 1. So our spinner is ready now. So now we'll be designing our web page. So let's do that design in app.component.html. First we are going to use this image in our web page. So let's add it. If you see, it looks proper. So let's add some more thing, like one p tag CSS spinner in Angular by TechSync. So need to design this, and let's add some lorem ipsum. Let's add a class heading, anything, head text, and this is p as in paragraph. So let's style this too. It should be text align center. Font size would be 24 pixel. Text font would be bold, and color would be little grayish color. So if you see, this is designed properly, and it should have some padding top be 30 pixel. And let's design this paragraph. So dot p would be width for not 40 exactly, 50%. Line height would be 20% pixel, and color would be gray color, little light gray, and font size would be 12 pixel, and text align center, and padding top 30 pixel. Sorry, since we have used this width, so we cannot use this text align here. Instead of that, we'll be using margin auto. So now if you see, our web page is ready now. So whenever we are going to reload this page, it should show the spinner here. So for that, what we have to do, so we have to use this selector for this component, so which is app.spinner. Let's copy and paste it in this. Here you can see the spinner is working fine. So now let's reload this, but still we need to hide, right? We need to show, for example, we want to show it for 2 seconds. So for that, what we are going to do, let's add, for demonstration, let's put something like ng if show or height. So let's go to the ts file, and let's add public show or height fn. So let's store this, let that equals to this. So this thing, I mean, we are storing this scope in that folder, because we are going to use set timeout. So inside this set timeout, since we are using this anonymous arrow function, so inside this function, if you are using this, so it will not point to this scope. We have to store this in that, and that we are going to use here. So let's use that dot. So this is the variable which we have added here, we are going to define it. So initially it would be true, and once the 2 second is over, we are going to hide it. So let's see, 2 second is over, but it's not hiding because we need to call this function somewhere. So let's implement the on init at the ng on init function. So inside this ng on init function we have to call this show height. Now if you see, initially for 2 seconds it will be visible, then it's gone. So 2 seconds it's visible, now it's gone. So this is how it works. If you want, then the same thing you can use in your application, so that would be very helpful, because whenever we are using some third party this kind of library, so every time we have to check whenever something is getting updated, so we have to check the version. So something is changing, then it will not work. So it's better to create your own. So I hope this video is helpful for you, and if you like this video, please subscribe my channel for more videos like this. And if you want the source code of this project, so I have mentioned the GitHub link in the description. And if you have some doubt, just put a comment in the comment section.